Hi, welcome to my channel. This reading will be for the sign of Scorpio. So I'm just going to go straight to your reading, see what you have here. A little difficult to shuffle there. You have the Strength and the King of Swords. A lot of powerful energy in your reading right now. But let's see what you have. You have the Moon at the bottom of the deck. Perhaps there are some secrets that you're aware of, and it's causing you to stress over. But you're doing a lot of contemplating right now. But I feel like with the Ace of Swords in the middle here, you definitely are gaining some mental stability. Or perhaps whatever it was that you feel is kept from you, you're starting to gain some clarity from it. There was a situation that you had walked away from. But with this Wheel of Fortune here, I see that things will go into your favor. I feel like you're very patient with this person, and it had you in this Nine of Swords. The first card that is pulled out is usually the strongest for me, and it was the Nine of Swords here. So I feel like there was something that you stressed over for a very long time, and it was in your energy for a while. It had you think about your life overall, and you were trying to incorporate this relationship that you were having with someone. You were trying to intertwine it with your finances and how you're living your life in general. But I feel like you're starting to gain that that mental clarity from it. And I feel like that is more of the past. You kind of finally passed that hurdle where you were able to walk away from it. This is the Eight of Cups. I don't know if you could see it because of the glare, but it's the Eight of Cups here. And whatever it was that had, I feel like you were stuck on someone with this Lover's card here. You were stuck on someone that that was in your mind for a while, and you finally kind of pushed yourself through that tough cycle of you know, where you were always like, this person was always around your energy. Even if you guys weren't talking, you always felt like they were around, or you found yourself constantly thinking about this person. But I feel with this Five of Wands here, you, like I said, you were able to break away from that cycle, and it really had you in your feelings. I feel like you're the Five of Cups here, where you were really grieving over this loss of this loved person. With this Lover here, it could be, I feel like it's more of a romantic situation, but there are some where I feel like it's pertaining your family. Maybe you lost a loved one, and you're really grieving over it. Or it could be you just really, there was something that's really severely separated the two of you. But like I said, you're starting to gain that mental clarity. But with this Moon here, I feel as though the secrets that were being kept from you, it was putting you in this Nine of Swords and this Five of Cups energy, where you were just like really stressed over the connection, and it was because you wanted to gain control over the secrets that were being held from you. But I felt you were very defensive when it came to this connection, because I feel like you had to hold your defenses up with this person because you felt like you couldn't trust them, which is true, which you're correct for not trusting them, because they were keeping secrets from you. You can be dealing with a Cancer. You could be dealing with a Leo. I saw the Strength earlier, so very strong Leo in your reading here so far. But I feel like you're the Queen of Swords here, where you kind of came to the point, finally, you came to the conclusion with yourself where you will cut this person out if they don't come forth and tell you the truth. And I feel like they feel that strongly from you. And it's very intimidating to them where they know that if they don't come at you correctly, you will cut them off. But they're heavily stalking you. They could be very immature and they could be playing those games of, you know, because I feel like this person's keeping secrets, so they're playing games in a way where they kind of want to gain control of the relationship so that it has you coming back. But I see that you two are a really good match together. You could be two very attractive people, and people could see that. So I think for you, you know that you guys look good together. So you're saying, why doesn't this person see that? And you kind of were waiting for them to see that, but they never actually like came around and, you know, told you their secrets. Instead, they wanted to play these mind games and make you stuck. So you were really they were okay with you feeling stuck in that way. And it was frustrating for you, I feel. Let me grab some clarifications, get more detail into your situation. Queen of Wands. Yeah, fire energy. But I feel like you're the Queen of Wands here, where you kind of are fed up and you're like, the attitude that you have towards this person is you either come correct or you don't come to me at all. And they feel that and they see it. So it makes you intimidating because you're standing your ground and you let this person kind of walk all over you for some time, but you're tired of it and you're not falling for it anymore. Yeah, the Fool. So you have the Fool, Seven of Cups. But Seven of Cups is also clarifying the Eight of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups is where I see that you were really contemplating about options in your life. You were thinking, okay, well, if this person doesn't want to, you know, make it clear with me, then what are my other options? So you were just really in your head, and you were like in that cycle where you felt stuck for some time. So it kind of like you pulled your energy back and you kept to yourself, but you were looking at the grand scheme of your life. And you were thinking, okay, what is real in my life and what is not real? Because what doesn't serve you anymore, I feel like you want to get rid of it now. And you're ready to see the truth about what is really going on in your life. I feel like that's the stage that you're in right now, is you're really looking at what is right and wrong for you right now. And you're making those tough decisions to cut those that don't serve you anymore. But I could see here with this Ace of Swords, if you could see, the hand is kind of on the blade. So you're holding on to something that hurt you. And you had that tight grip on you know, that the double-edged sword. You know, like there's this situation that you're with this person and you always felt like it was just bad after bad, negative after negative. And you don't feel like you had a grip on it. But I feel like you're tired of feeling that way. And you don't want to continue to hold on to something that continues to hurt you. So you're ready to just walk away from that and face reality, and you're at this point where you're just honest with yourself now. You have the Star here. The Moon, again, came out twice at the bottom of the deck of the other one, but You could be dealing with a Cancer. The Lovers came out again twice. You could be dealing with a Gemini or an Aquarius. It doesn't have to be a Pisces. I see Pisces. But yeah, the Moon coming out twice. There are definitely secrets that are being withheld from you. And the reason why it's really showing up in your reading is because you feel like you want to gain control over it. But I feel like Spirit is trying to tell you to release it. And to just accept it for what it is, and to have more trust into the universe and not have to, have control over everything. Because we can't really have control over everything. Especially things that we weren't meant to see. So perhaps this type of information that is being withheld from you is for your greater good. And it's just something that you have to trust that is happening to you. 3 of Wands. Perhaps you have, maybe you're dealing with someone out of a distance. But I feel like it's more about you taking that time away. Page of Pentacles, King of Cups. You could be dealing with a water sign. The Magician. But you're definitely manifesting good in your life. You're manifesting, because I feel like you're manifesting things that should be happening in your life. But sometimes we take a side quest in our life and, it becomes very distracting that we kind of go off course. So I feel like you're finally, like I said, you're finally getting back on track, and you're finally being real with yourself. So far I feel like this is a very strong reading, but it's also very difficult for you. I feel like you're at a kind of like a difficult phase in your life because it's change and it's transformation. Scorpio is all about transformation. But you've done this before. It's never really easy. When you're ascending, when you're transforming, especially the journey to transforming is very difficult. And it's also difficult because it's also the unknown. And thinking of the unknown is difficult. Because like I said, you wanted to gain control over something. And I feel like Spirit is saying to try to release that control. And trust more into that things are going to align. Because with the Magician card earlier, I feel like you're manifesting good into your life. It's just about you trusting or not. Let's see if there's any messages from the universe. Sorry if my nose is kind of stuffy. I'm kind of recovering from a small cold. Okay, let's see what you have. Lost Lands, and you have Earth School. Lost Lands, Soul Memories and Gifts. You've done this before. Yeah, see, so that's just relating to what I was just explaining to you. That Scorpios are about transformation. And you've done this before. You've done this many times in this lifetime. And not only this lifetime, you've done it in many of your past lifetimes. We're always constantly evolving and transforming. Especially as Scorpios. They have it the worst when it comes to transformation. I'm a Scorpio as well, and I know how difficult the transformation is. It's very difficult, and it's not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be difficult, because if it wasn't difficult, then it's not real. But this is very real, where you're transforming into, and you're ascending into something greater than yourself. Something more than that you can imagine. This is This is pertaining to your 3D self and your soul. It's not just about becoming a better person here or becoming a nicer person. This is deep within your core, where it transforms you in many ways that influences everything that happens in your life. That's how deep this transformation goes. And that's why it's so difficult, because when you transform at such a deep level, it touches your core, and it's very vulnerable in that way. And then you have Earth School. Life lessons, soul growth. Soul growth, yeah. See, that's exactly what I was just saying. This is you ascending your soul. You're doing the deep soul core work that is need to be done. And it says study higher learning. But I feel like you know this about yourself. I feel like you're very intuitive and you can touch that deeper part of your core. Or I feel like you're very familiar with your own core, but you know the light and the dark of it, which makes it very scary in that way. So it makes you feel alone, because you and only you know your core. Like, I wouldn't be able to tell you your core or your soul. I could sense it, I could feel it, I could see it, but only you can go that deep within yourself. So that just know that the situation that had you stressing out and that had you very much in your feelings, just know that it's for this. It's for your deeper part of you. It's to touch your soul in the way that nothing else can. Not even your parents, not even your family, not even your 3D friends, whatever. These experiences trigger us in that way for us to do this type of work, which isn't easy at all. Good reading so far. I'm gonna grab from the romance deck, see what the universe, kind of advice the universe has for you pertaining this situation. I feel like this is very heavy for you. It feels like a very heavy reading. I mean, that's not surprising, because Scorpio readings are usually pretty heavy, but this one in particular is very heavy. You have romantic feelings, you have very soon, and you have pay attention to the red flags. I feel like you're very impatient when it comes to this person that you're dealing with. It's almost like I said earlier, you were hoping for them to see that you both looked good together. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And you have pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So I feel like from this very soon and decide what you want so that it comes to you now, I saw the Magician card earlier, and I feel like that has to do with you manifesting a certain partner in your life. Because I feel like you feel that you need that. You feel like you either need this person or someone brand new that will compliment you in a positive way. And I feel like everyone deserves to be happy, but, you know, as cliche as it sounds, you know, no one could actually make you happy. It has to come from you. It has to come from within you. I know you don't want to hear that. I know you probably want to hear like, oh, this person loves you or you're gonna meet new love. No. I want to tell you what I see. And I feel like what I was speaking to you earlier about you truly transforming and doing the deeper core work. I feel like you'll find true happiness and it will allow you to manifest a real partner in your life. And I feel like that is because we kind of attract what we manifest, or we attract what we feel about ourselves. So if you're not very confident within yourself, or you still have wounds that you need to work on, then we won't attract that, because we still have work to do. But I feel like with this romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. Sorry. I feel like that's confirmation saying that you are worthy as a person. You know, like, although this situation with this person didn't happen the way that you wanted it to, it doesn't make you less of a person. It's just that perhaps your soul isn't quite ready for this yet, for it to happen. But I feel like it can. And you have the potential to allow this relationship to blossom. But like I said, it's about you transforming and ascending into the even better person that you can become when it comes from that core work. So it's just, Spirit is confirming to you that you are worthy and your feelings do matter. Perhaps you felt alone because it wasn't working out with this person, so you're kind of telling yourself, oh, it's never going to work out with anybody. But that's not true. It's just that perhaps your soul wasn't ready quite yet, right now. But I feel like it will be soon, as long as you continue to do that work that you were set out to do. And I feel, since you're so intuitive, you know what that work is. Wow, okay. So I hope that helped, and thank you for watching.